everyone, it's NonnaGrace and I'm from Western New York. I decided I would do my video in a different room. We're gonna try it. My day started with a cup of coffee, and I had to heat the coffee this time because there was a lot left over last night, and so Jim just left it. He usually sets up the coffee maker, so all I do is brew it in the morning. I brought in a book so that I can remember what I wanted to tell you. I then did 2 loads of wash, and while they were washing or drying, whichever, I went to see Jen, and so I have a little video for you of when I went, and it was okay when I left, but it was raining, pouring rain when I came back. So let's just go to that video and you can see. No rain yet, but it's time to go see Jen, so we're off to visit her. It's not too bad out today. It's kind of on the warm side, but it's not raining. And so the weatherman was incorrect so far. We were supposed to have rain early part of the day. Maybe it'll come later in the day. I don't know. Well, the weatherman was correct. It did rain. It's been sprinkling for quite a while now. We were sitting outside while the sprinkles were real light. And then I said to Jen, I better walk you to the door so that you don't get real wet. She likes the feel of the rain, and she was telling me she likes the sound of the water in the lake. They're sounds that she enjoys. She said she liked the sound of the water rushing down the gutters and in the sewer system. She just likes the sound of water, and the rain on the roof she would be enjoying. The rain is coming down pretty hard. I noticed in the gutter that it was really pouring out earlier, but it's not pouring as hard now. So maybe it's a little bit lighter, but it was still raining pretty hard. I hope it stops before Jim has to come home because he took the motorcycle to work. Look at the water gushing out of that. Oh, I'm standing in the rain. I gotta move. It's now sunny outside, and Jim came home on the motorcycle, and it wasn't raining when he came home, but boy, it really downpoured earlier. When I got home, I watched a bunch of videos, and I was watching one on mail order bride video, which is very interesting because the women came from England and they were allowed to own land, and they were the ones that chose the man. The man didn't get to choose them. They had to convince her that they were worthy of her. And once they decided to get married, then he had to pay for her. So they had to pay like 120 pounds of tobacco. And then it went to 150 pounds of tobacco, which was like about $5,000. I also watched a video on collecting antiques or going to an antique store. That was interesting. There's a lot of things in antique stores that I owned or I know of because when I was raised with my parents, a lot of the things are from the Depression area, and they were in that antique store. I also watched a coloring video. I don't care to color, but I do have some coloring books that were sent to me, and I do color in them now and then. I prefer to cut. Fussy cut is what I used to do when I was at the school. One of the girls used to do all the coloring, and I used to do all the cutting. I watched a video on weight loss. I always watch videos on weight loss, and it's amazing the things you can learn depending on who you're watching. I also watched a video on a person talking about how we are always feeling responsible for things, and we constantly say, I'm sorry. Like if the weather was bad, you're saying you're sorry that the weather was bad for their outing when you have no control over a lot of the stuff that you're saying I'm sorry for. I also watched a video on unwed girls when they were young, their parents used to send them away, and they used to tell the neighbors that they were going to visit somebody or they're going to take care of something, and they'd be gone for about 4 months. And when they returned, they had nothing to show for it, and the parents acted like everything was just the same as normal, but the girl didn't feel like it was normal. They were missing the babies, and when they finally made it so you could have open adoptions, these people were looking for their children, and they found a lot of them, and they were very happy. Some of them were, and some of them were not very happy to be found. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video of the things that I did today. I did go out to get the eggs yesterday, and there was 0 eggs. Today I got 1 egg. Tomorrow I hope I get 2. I don't know if I will or not, but we're hoping that I get at least 3 eggs a week from these 3 hens. And they're old girls, and when you turn old, you don't lay as many eggs. Well, take care, and I will see you in my next video. So see you then. Bye-bye.